we are going to start here our fifth chapter, that is our fractions. Now let us see about fractions. So suppose if you are getting a circle, if we divide this circle into 4 equal parts and will shade only one part of it. Now if we want to represent this part as a fraction, so total parts are 4, so we write always total value on the denominator, and one part is shaded, so we write here that value on the numerator. So here 1 by 4 represents your fraction value. It represents your fraction value, and 1 by 4 in terms of fraction is written as 1/4. If 2 parts are shaded here, then we represent this value as 2 by 4, and in fraction it will be written as 2/4. So fraction is what? Fraction is a term which can be represented as, so here fraction is represented as A upon B, where A and B are natural numbers. The upper value in the fraction is known as numerator and the lower value is known as denominator, where A stands for numerator and B stands for denominator. Suppose if we want to write any value as 2/3, 4/5, so these all values represents your fraction value. Now there are some types of fraction which we are going to study here. Now next topic is types of fraction. First fraction is our proper fraction. So proper fraction means a fraction in which the numerator is always less than the denominator. Suppose 5/6, 7/10, 9/12. So you can see that in this numerator is less than the denominator, so it is known as the proper fraction, and if numerator is greater than the denominator, it is known as your improper fraction. Second is improper fraction, just opposite of proper. It means that the numerator is greater than the denominator. We can write this value as 6/4, 18/7, 9/5. So these all values in which the numerator is greater than the denominator, it is known as improper fraction. Third type of fraction is our mixed fraction. So in mixed fraction you will find whole part and fractional part both. Suppose a number is written there 6/2/3, 7/1/2. You can see that 6 is your whole part and 2/3 is your fraction part, and total when they come, so they are known as mixed fraction. This is known as the whole part, this is known as the fractional part. So total when they both come, so they are known as the mixed fraction. Next type of fraction which we are going to study, that will be your like fractions. Fourth fraction is like fractions. So like fractions are the fractions in which the denominators are same. Suppose 7/2, 3/2, 5/2, 8/2. in which all the denominators are same. So these type of fractions are known as like fractions. Fifth is unlike fractions. So unlike fractions are the fractions in which the denominators are different. Suppose 7 upon 2, 3 upon 4, 9 upon 20, 11 upon 14. You can see that in which denominators are different. So these type of fractions are known as unlike fractions. So these are some topics, some introduction about the fraction, some types of fraction, and now we are going to do some questions based on the fractions. Now see here, which type of questions you will get here. Convert each of the following into improper fraction. We have to convert the values into improper fraction. Numbers are given as 5 whole 5 upon 7, 6 whole 3 upon 10. We have to convert both into improper. So improper fraction, I have told that numerator is always greater than the denominator. So how to convert? We multiply. This type of fraction is known as the mixed fraction. So for conversion we multiply 7 into 5. 7 into 5 will be 35 and add numerator. So 35 plus 5 will be 40. So this represents your improper. Same way we convert here also. 10 6 are 60 plus 3 will be 63 upon 10. So these type of fractions are known as improper fraction. One more we will discuss here. C part, suppose it is given as 51 whole 2 by 3. So we have to convert this value into improper. Again we multiply. 51 into 3 will be your 153 and plus 2 is 155 upon 3. So in this way we are going to convert a mixed fraction into improper fraction. Now let us see next question. Now we have to convert each of the following into mixed fraction. We have to convert each of the following into mixed fraction. So question is given. A part 17 upon 5, 101 upon 8. So we have to convert this improper fraction into mixed fraction. So in this case we used to divide. 17 5. So 5 3s are 15, remainder is 2. So this 2 will go in the whole part. This remainder will go in the whole part. So it will come 2 whole 3. This quotient will come on the numerator. So it will come 2 whole 3 by 5. If you want to check, 5 2s are, little bit mistake is there. This 3 will come in the whole part. 3 whole 2 by 5. If you want to check, so it will be 5 3s are 15. 15 plus 2 will be your 17. Come to the B part. Again you divide 101 into 8. So 8 1s are 8. 21. 8 2s are 16. 5 is the remainder. This 12. This quotient will come in the whole part. It will be 12 whole 5 upon 8. So in this way we are going to convert improper fraction into mixed fraction. Now see next question. Now next question is we have to determine first part 2 by 3 of 15 pence. So you have to calculate this value. So what we will do here, 2 by 3 of means multiply 15. So now the value will be cancelled here. 3 ones are 3 and 3 fives are 15. So 2 fives are 10. So answer will be your 10 pence. Second question, see here B part of this. 2 by 3 of 36 balloons. So 2 by 3 multiply 36. So 3 ones are 3, 3 twelves are, 2 twelves are 24. So answer will be 24 balloons. Now see, next question is represent each of the following numbers on a number line. First question is given as 3 by 8. We have to represent this on a number line. So see here, in number line we are knowing that middle part will be 0. On the right hand side will be positive numbers. On the left hand side will be your negative numbers. Now you will see that 3 upon 8 is our proper fraction. So proper fraction, when you are going to convert into decimals, so it will always come in between 0 and 1. It means this part will come 0 point something. So 0 point something means the value is greater than 0 but less than 1. So between 0 and 1 this number will lie. So what we do here, between 0 and 1 we divide into 8 equal parts. Why I am saying 8? Because denominator is 8. We divide according to the denominator. So we divide into 8 equal parts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. This value 8 will be 1, 2. We will show some negative part also because it comes on the number line. Now 3 upon 8. You can see the numerator is 3. Now we always show the value on the number line with the help of numerator. So 1, 2, 3. This value represents your 3 by 8. Second question, see, if we want to represent as 4 upon 7. If we want to represent this value 4 upon 7 on a number line. So what we do here, again draw a number line here, middle part 0, this side some negative value and this side will be the positive value. Now 4 upon 7 is again your proper fraction, and I have told that whenever you are going to represent a proper fraction, the value will always come between 0 and 1. So between 0 and 1 we used to divide into 7 equal parts because our denominator is 7. We divide according to the denominator. Now 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7th part will be 1. Show here 2 also. Now see, numerator is 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. We denote the value with the help of the numerator. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So this part represents your 4 upon 7. So in this way we are going to represent the numbers on a number line. Now see, next question is based on comparing the fractions. How we are going to compare the fractions. Compare 1 by 2 block 1. So in this question we have to compare that which value is greater, either this 1 by 2 is greater or either this 1 is greater. So in this way we used to cross multiply. This 2 is cross multiplied with 1. So 2 into 1 will come 2 here. This value will be 1. So we are knowing that 2 is always greater than 1. So this value is greater. Second case, 1 block 6 upon 7. Now we have to compare that which value is greater. Again we used to cross multiply. So 7 into 1 will be 7. 6 is left here. 7 is always greater. So 1 is greater than 6 upon 7. So by this we are able to notice that 1 is always greater than the proper fraction, because I have told in the case of proper fraction when we are going to divide, so it always come between 0 and 1. So 1 is always greater than the proper fraction. Now in my next video I will come with some addition and subtraction question based on the fractions. Thank you.